Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to my channel. If you have not done so already, like, share, subscribe, put the bell button on for more notifications to see what who meanwhile I'm currently in the car giving y'all different scenery. As you guys already know, the situation with the teacher going viral, having the kids braid his hair. There is a lot to unpack, but I want y'all to hold your church wigs, because I'm holding on to mine. Hold your wigs. Just hold your mute. Just hold it down. We're gonna unpack everything in a short amount of time. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button on for more notifications. See what who mean why. This chick right here. Let's go. If y'all don't know already, there was a teacher going viral with a group of girls taking out his hair. Now, my whole thing is this, and like what I said on TikTok, like several things could be right at the same time, right? I think there is definitely a teacher shortage, right? I also feel like teachers don't get paid enough. Now, me saying this is not excusing him in any shape, way, or form. It's definitely not taking his side, because there's a lot of things that I don't like about old boy with the Shamar Tyler Perry production glueless wig, Diary of a Mad Black Woman wig. We're gonna unpack that, but I do feel, I always thought, like, why does Kim Kardashian, I know she's sitting there like, why am I in it? Why does she make more money than teachers, when teachers' job is really an extension of parenting? Being a teacher is like being a part of parents' village, an extension of said village for the child. And me having a background, I've worked with children with disabilities, adults with disabilities. I've worked in daycares, private daycares. I worked in public daycares. So, and I'm a parent. So I've been on multiple ends of this spectrum. But I feel like I never understood why Kim Kardashian gets paid more than teachers. I never understood why we don't support good, healthy teachers the way that we should. I never understood why certain schools don't get the resources that they truly deserve. So you're not getting paid enough. You're having to deal with children that ultimately have behavioral issues. You're having to deal with sick, twisted ass parents that really don't ultimately want to be in these children's lives. Not every parent, right? It's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you having to go there and fight for your life. It's like being a damn correction officer in some of these schools. And then it's like, I didn't sign up for this shit for $40. I didn't sign up for this shit for $40,000 a year. You understand what I'm saying? Like, teachers should be making a lot of money. I say that to say, we can acknowledge all of that while saying this nigga was wrong. We can acknowledge, let's repeat it, Dr. Umar style, okay? We can acknowledge all of that while saying this particular teacher was wrong, right? Just because you are a teacher and you are a damn good teacher does not mean you don't miss a step. Does not mean that you are perfect. And I feel like he missed a huge step. I feel like him allowing those little girls to take out his braids was inappropriate and it was unprofessional. Now, hear me out to those that don't agree, that want to take this man's side and you don't even know him. Side note, we be getting on, okay, Mr. Motorcycle, we be getting on boomers for always getting scammed, or the ones before the boomers that's always getting scammed and giving their credit card to random Facebook users and their identity and social security number to random Facebook users and follow for everything that the internet says. Meanwhile, y'all do the same thing. Anybody that get on here and cry, especially if you deem them attractive, baby, and they're not fat and dark skin, like, you deem them attractive, oh baby, please, you going up for them, and they could be lying for you, but the simple fact that y'all so quick to put your cape on for people that you haven't even thoroughly, you don't know, and you haven't even done research on, So that's that, right? I feel like this was heavily inappropriate, right? Because I want y'all to sit at your cubicle at the job. I want y'all, if y'all work at Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, y'all work at the bank, Chase Bank. Okay, you a conductor on the train, Thomas the Train. You working at orthopedic surgeon's office. I want y'all to go in their lobby of the place, or just wherever you're standing, wherever you work, and I want you to ask your coworker to take out your hair. I want you to ask your coworkers or several of your coworkers to stand behind you and take out your damn hair. You can't do it? Why? Why can't you do that at work? So if we can't do that at work, what makes you think it's absolutely okay for him to do that at his place of employment? See, the thing is, he talked about community and all of this stuff. Yada, yada, yada. Like, I get that. But there is a way to teach the kids community. There is a way to divulge in culture and be an extension of their parents and look out for them and be supportive without them touching on you in any shape, way, or form. There's muddy waters when you're interacting, especially with children their age. Now, I can see little kids, of course, sometimes when you work at daycare with the little kids, you might have to change their diaper. You might have to tie their shoes. They might come over and give you a hug. But when you're dealing with adolescents, when you're dealing with children of a certain age, underage children of a certain age, those waters can get very muddy. And for the people in the comments talking about, women do it. There's women. There's female teachers that have posted the same thing. I didn't even know y'all was getting down like this in the classroom. I didn't even know y'all was having these kids. All these people came in support of him and throwing their cape on. And it's just like, your ass could get fired too. Do I believe he should have got fired? No. Do I believe that if teachers continue to do that, yes, they should get reprimanded. And then if you completely think that that's okay behavior, you should eventually get fired. So the teachers posting it in solidarity of him, are you stupid? Do you want to lose your job? But what kills me is the teachers or people or quote unquote advocates or quote unquote people in the village, right? Because it takes a village to raise a child. People in the village saying, yes, it was unprofessional. It was inappropriate. But anything after but is bullshit, okay? In my opinion, there is no but. If you deem it unprofessional and you deem it inappropriate, we're seeing eye to eye here. If you're saying you wouldn't do it, why is it okay for him to do it? So the teachers in solidarity of him, y'all could all just get together and log on Indeed, because it doesn't make sense to me. First of all, a classroom is a place for learning, right? And a lot of people are saying, like, you can't have it both. I saw one ignorant ass heifer talking about, since your kids is made of glass and they pretty princesses and pretty and kings and queens and all of that, and is our babies are, and what? And what's next? But here go to ignorance. Then, and they made of glass and can't nobody touch them and can't nobody do nothing to them. Why don't you just keep them at home? You school them then. So I'm like, number one, we just finished watching Quiet on the Set. We just finished calling BBL Dorinda, aka Drizzy Drake, a PDF file for the past 2 weeks. Huh? And somehow we don't know what inappropriate looks like. A lot of people just think, oh, the inappropriate part of it just comes when you're pulling down said pants of underage persons. So I'm like, what happens before that? You think that nothing is said or done that is inappropriate that happens before that, or that makes us question, hey, this doesn't look right? You think because it's not the actual act that's in front of your eyes. First of all, That's not going to be on TikTok. Even if, let's take him out of the equation, even if a teacher was violating said underage person, you think they would actually show the violation on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook? They will actually, or no, they're going to be the ones that are doing TikToks with the kids. They're going to be the ones. Hence, a lady just got arrested last week, and she was a cheerleading coach. She was doing TikToks with the kids. She was doing TikToks with the kids. She was involved with the kids, doing different things on her personal TikTok. Whole time she's sleeping with the student. So for y'all to think that we have to see the act, which most of us don't see the act, that doesn't mean that the violation didn't happen because we physically don't see it. There are usually signs there. Does that necessarily apply to him? No, it don't necessarily have to apply to him. But let's call a thing a thing. You have to be careful. Number one, being careful not only protects the student, it teaches the students boundaries. Yes, I might be a safe person. Yes, this teacher might be a safe person, but you might come across an adult that's just as nice as me, right? Might even say they know me, okay? And are PDF files, okay? Are there to harm you. So setting boundaries, it not only protects the child, but it also protects you. Because anybody could just turn around and say, you did what with an underage who? And the evidence is semi there. They're giving you the side eye because of what? So setting boundaries is always healthy in life in general. I set boundaries in my personal life. With my family, with my kids, I set boundaries. Excuse me. I set boundaries. So it's not unheard of to set boundaries. So I know this video might be like all over the place, but I want to go back for a second. I want to go back to the lady that said, our princesses, keep them home since they're precious glass. Keep them home. To the nasty TikToker that said, you take care of them then. You homeschool them then. I want to say this though. So I have to keep my kid home. I have to homeschool my kid. And you're speaking to a whole parent that's very active in both of my children's lives. Okay, very active in the school. I do not play. I do not play no games when it comes to my child. Neither do their father. We don't play no games. So you're telling me I have to keep my kid home because you can't do whatever you want to my child? Your reasoning behind it is very, very weird. I have to keep my child home and away from you because you can't do whatever you want to my child. All I'm doing is saying, hey, I love how active you are with the children. You're an amazing teacher. Kudos to you. But I just didn't like what you do there. So because I critique you and I say that behavior is very unacceptable and I'm pissed off because I critique you and you can't have your way with my child, I got to keep them home and you can't be their teacher. Well, maybe you shouldn't be their teacher. Matter of fact, if you're thinking along these lines, maybe you shouldn't be around children at all because you should not be able to have your way and do whatever you want. I don't care if you're in a classroom. I don't care. I don't care if it's your own damn kids. You should not be able to do whatever you want to children. As if they're not two human beings, as if they don't have feelings. You should be on the list automatically feeling like that because who the fuck are you to think that you should have full access to someone else's child? Not even full access to children, period. that you should just be able to do whatever the hell you want. But then in the same breath, you say parents are not active. Parents are not involved. The community is involved. The village is involved. But here the village is saying, hey, this doesn't look right. And you might not be like that, but there are acts like this that can lead to something harmful to the child. Set examples of all the other women, female teachers and male teachers that have gone to prison for doing the same fucking thing. And y'all sitting here arguing with us like he Malcolm X. Huh? Y'all sitting here arguing with us as if he got the Nobel Peace Prize. This is a random teacher. Do we see him actively teaching the kids on his TikTok? Not necessarily. And that brings me to my next point. Is it okay for teachers to post their kids on their social media? Now listen, there is an email, there is even a form that you can print out, and there's a form that I know when my kids go to school, there's a form that's sent home. Would you like your children to be filmed on the school's social media, the school's newsletter, newspaper? If something exciting happens for the kid, happens at the school, would you want even the news outlet, the newspaper, to capture your kid on camera? The school takes it very seriously, because the school can monitor said website. The school can monitor what kids get taken videos of and photos of, because they have that permission to take videos and photos of the children or not to. That ultimately does not cover taking pictures and videos of minors, of someone else's children, and posting it on your personal page. I'm a content creator. I'm a whole ass content creator. And never once did I think to put someone else's child on my social media. Are y'all okay? And this whole social media thing, I feel like, has really warped people's minds and really has removed them from society. I always felt like people were a little behind and really turned a blind eye, especially when it comes to the harming of other children. And I want to take this teacher completely out of it, because the video was not him harming the children in any shape, way, or form. But I feel like we turned a blind eye to the abuse of underage humans, to the abuse of children. Like, we turn a blind eye to that. And the only time we want to pay attention to it is when situations like this happens and it involves someone we like. Hello? We tend to turn, and I'm not even going to say we, because I ain't turning a blind eye to nothing. I give everybody the side eye. But even when you're giving people the side eye and you checking people, things can still happen. Right? And I just feel like a lot of y'all turn a blind eye until it's somebody y'all really like. Then y'all making excuses. Like I said, we just finished watching Quiet on the Set. And all of a sudden, we don't know. What? We're going to know. We're going to realize it 20, 30 years later. Hell yeah, that was inappropriate. What? It was always inappropriate. Y'all just turned a blind eye because you liked what? You found them attractive. You like the songs that they was playing. You like the different. You like them. You was feeling them. You was feeling what they brought to the world, what they brought to the culture, what they brought to the society. That you completely turned a blind eye to all the children that they done harmed, all the people that they done harmed. So all of this, well, oh, a black man, y'all only saying this because he's a black man. Y'all only saying this because he's a man. Okay, if that's the case, that's even more of the reason for him to protect himself, because he should know how society sees him. That's even more of the reason for him to create that boundary. And I don't understand. Somebody made a good point on TikTok. It's just like, he couldn't ask no women to do it. He didn't have no hoes. He didn't have no honey dips. They made a valid point, because we're the women. And then it kind of gave me weirdo vibes. it's just like, where are the women in your life? Like, granted, he has a sister, and she going on and on about how she gonna sue people. Girl, get the fucking line. Your brother should have never did it. He should never have did it. You was on Instagram Live where people in the comments was saying it was inappropriate. You uploaded the video onto TikTok, and the first thing you said is, I'm gonna stir the pot. Nigga, was you making gumbo? The meal is finished, and we was ready to serve your ass on a platter, because what did you think this was? You said stir the pot. So in stirring the damn chitlin juice, a lot of us ain't gonna like it. And that's, you leave yourself open for criticism. You leave yourself open to possibly lose your job. You leave yourself open by having the logo of the school on your shirt and not blurring out the girls' faces. You leave these girls to be harassed. You leave their families to be harassed. You leave the school to be harassed. So he's saying the parents knew about it. The school knew about it. Then why was your ass fired or suspended if they knew about it? You can't get me fired if my manager know what I'm up to. You can't get me fired. You can't get me fired if the boss know what I'm up to. Hello? If the boss gave me okay to do this, how can you get me fired? And then the simple fact that he took other kids out of the classroom to come and help him? Girl, what? Hello? Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't know. I don't really understand. And then he gets on there crying and all of that shit. Y'all could be Jesse Smoothied. Not me. He. Not me, baby. Not me. I don't really fall for all of that. I don't really fall for all of that. Y'all always have niggas tugging at your heartstrings that be crying on live. Now you done end up paying a random person's rent. You done ended up helping a random person. That's diabolical. You don't even know this person. Have I helped out people? Yes. Have I given people a helping hand? Yes, I have. But I don't be always on the internet caping for people, because you don't really know what people about. And then he came up the whole emo video of him stitching that miner's thing. Child. And then people were still making excuses instead of taking accountability and saying, yeah, I was slightly wrong about him. And then they're like, oh, you're pouring on, you're projecting and pouring on your trauma until this situation. Everything is not sexual. Nobody said anything about sex. What we said was it was inappropriate. What we said was it was unprofessional. We didn't say he was actually harming the kids in the video. We said it was unprofessional and it was inappropriate. A lot of people do things that are unprofessional and inappropriate. That doesn't mean sex has to be involved. But what we're also saying is there are predators, men, women, black, white, short hair, no hair, long hair, nappy hair, kinky hair, 4C hair, 4B hair, I don't give a damn hair. There are people that use the same tactics to harm children, harm people in general. Are we going to sit here and act like it's inappropriate and it's unprofessional? I need y'all to stop caping for people that, number one, won't cape for you, and stop caping for people that are in the wrong. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. And y'all don't want to walk it back and take responsibility and say, yeah, it doesn't look right. Y'all talk in circles and talk about projection and talk about trauma. You're trauma dumping. And it's just like, but there are people that was never violated as children that feel the same way. There are people that was and that know the signs. That's even more of a reason to pay attention. Hello? Shouldn't them of all people know the signs of when something just does not look right and or feel right? Some of y'all want the parents involved, and then they get involved, and you telling them, shut the fuck up, I can do whatever I want with kids. Okay, well, jump your ass on the registry. Hello? Girl, what? Jump your ass on the registry. Hello? Jump your ass on the registry, because it's not making sense. It's really not making sense. Our teachers needed. Our black male teachers needed. I know I have a family member, 2 family members that go to an amazing all boys school. Nothing but black male teachers. And they take damn good care of these boys. Nothing inappropriate, nothing salacious. There's no kids on their personal TikTok. But let's clock that too. I don't believe that teachers should have students on their personal TikTok. It's a way to do content as a teacher that will not end up putting a young person in harm's way. I don't want my damn kid on no damn teacher's TikTok. And then somebody made the excuse of just because they're on a TikTok doesn't mean they're not learning. But it also means that clout is a hell of a drug. You are using... whole time TikTok be paying us. Are you paying these kids out of the program fund? Huh? Out of the TikTok fund? Are you paying these kids? Are you paying these kids' parents? And a lot of parents that do give the okay, clout is a hell of a drug. So yes, I have put my children on my social media. You will see them here and there. Every video? Hell no. But you will see them here and there. But I'm not giving permission to have my child on a whole teacher's TikTok. My child on their TikTok. Other children, underage children on their TikTok. You scrolling through it. There's other videos, inappropriate videos of them by themselves, them saying nasty things, salacious things. And it's just like, hello, it's inappropriate. It is inappropriate. If you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a teacher, I personally do not recommend mixing the teacher, the kids with your content. You want to be a content creator and you're a teacher. I don't recommend mixing the two. But there is a way that you can do it where it's just not harmful in the long run for other children. But y'all really be just doing this to go viral. Y'all really just be doing this to go viral, and y'all realize the content by yourself ain't cutting it. The content by yourself is not cutting it. So you're going to use underage children for content to show, oh, I'm the best teacher in the world. But what them test scores looking like? So yes, parents should be active. But yes, when we hand you over our child, and I'm only speaking for the parents. I'm not even speaking for them. I'm speaking for myself as a parent that is active. Everybody ain't active. I'm active and I can get active, if you know what I mean. You understand behind mine, okay? I'm speaking for myself. That's an active parent. I don't know what the fuck I would do if my 8-year-old came home and said, yeah, I was just taking out Mr. John Lee's braids. For what? During school hours, because he didn't want to pay an extra few dollars to have somebody take it out? And y'all thought because he physically wasn't touching the kids that what? Girl, what? I got to clean the sugar daddy out my ears because y'all is bugging. Y'all are bugging out. We sit here and we don't watch the Diddy situation. We don't watch the Drake situation. And we gonna say, that don't look right. And y'all telling us we projecting to shut the hell up because teachers are needed. Teachers are needed, yes. but you can't do whatever you want to do. And if you could do whatever you want to do, I want you to take your ass outside and do whatever you want to do outside. Do whatever you want to do at work and not follow by rules and regulations and people's personal space and personal boundaries, and let me see what happens to you. Come back to me and tell me what happens to you when you try to do that. All right, like, share, subscribe, put the bell button up for more notifications. I gotta go. Bye.
Denver's World Hair Care line, an all-natural hair and skincare line. We have amazing apple-cider tea tree root rinse for dandruff, all natural with all natural ingredients, and most importantly, affordable for you, your spouse, and even the kids. We also have the amazing papaya body oil, and baby, it smells amazing. Don't forget to head over to denverworldhaircare.com. Use promo code WINNING for 20% off to see all the amazing goodies.